Wniosek dla nas z tego jest taki, dziewczyny i chłopaki, że jeżeli macie akurat 200 000 odłożonych dolców na koncie i odkryjecie, że zdradza was mąż, to nie próbujcie mu odpłacić tym samym. Po prostu bierzcie swoje 200 dolców i sobie idźcie.
Welcome back to another episode of Scamfish presented by socialcatfish.com. On today's episode, we speak to a woman named Luna from Australia who met a man named Dr. George Fuller on the dating
Swoją drogą zauważyłam, że kobiety zwykle wydają więcej na skamerów.
app Match.com. After agreeing to having an open relationship with her husband, who she also met on Match.com, Luna has sent Dr. George around $250,000 in just a few months of knowing him. Today, Luna will open up about her experience with her online romance scam. Real quick, guys, don't forget to like, comment, and
Luna wygląda dobrze.
subscribe. Your comment and like could help stop someone from being scammed. Let's get into it.
My name is Luna. I'm from Sydney, Australia. I have 3 adult kids. I do work as a banker. I've been in banking industry for the past, God knows, 20 years or more. It started when my then husband doing some FaceTime with his colleague. And then when I mentioned it to him, he said, there's no harm in doing it. You can do it too. There's no physical contact. It's just online. He did not think that he was cheating.
Okej. Czyli zaczęło się od tego, że przyłapała swojego męża na tym, że flirtuje online z koleżankami i powiedział jej, że ona może robić to samo. Ciekawy sposób na otwarcie małżeństwa.
By doing what he did.
M. Zdanowicz pisze, okej, to na jej miejscu na złość bym wysłał komuś 200k, not gonna lie.
I actually found out by accident because I saw it on the laptop, the messages, because it's seen from his phone, and he didn't realize that, that I can see it on the laptop. So when I confronted him, he denied that. He said he was just trying to boost up her confidence.
Her confidence. Okej, to jest jakaś metoda dbania o morale w pracy.
And I said that is not your place to do that because that is her husband or her boyfriend's place to boost her confidence. So I feel really betrayed. Yeah, maybe in a sense that I want to prove to him that I am still attractive. I'm still able to find someone else. So that was the reason why I went to Match.com.
Luna and her husband were going through a tough time. They both agreed that it was okay to date online as long as neither of them come in contact with the person they were dating. That's when Luna logged on to Match.com and a man who claimed he was a doctor reached out to her.
I didn't really browse through it. I was just doing it for fun, and I was approached. Dr. George Mahler contacted me via Match.com. He just introduced himself as a doctor, a neurosurgeon working for MSF, which is Doctors Without Borders in Yemen, and he explained himself to be a widow. His wife died 7 years ago, and he's currently stationed in Sana'a in Yemen. When he saw my profile, he was intrigued with me and he would like to have a...
Tamten typek to po prostu creep, a tu akurat jej współczuję. Tak zazwyczaj genderowo się rozkładają uczucia w tych filmikach.
A real relationship because he hasn't found anyone for the past 7 years. Dr. George Marlowe looks really like a professional doctor, a good-looking guy, really tall, really kind-looking person. And I thought, okay, as a doctor, he fits all the criteria.
Kind-looking person. Luna, girl. Luna, my girl, let's be for real.
It fits all the, it just very believable that he's a doctor. I didn't have any suspicion at all when I look at the picture. 3 times a day. He will message me via WhatsApp.
Dr. Muller and Luna began to text every day. Although they never video chatted or talked on the phone, they didn't go a morning or night without texting each other.
Back in my mind, I was like, oh, this email is really, it's like a storybook. I said, oh, you can be a writer. You write such a...
Normalize being down bad, pisze Bartek. To jest znormalizowane. Dla chłopów, co mówił poprzedni pan w pierwszej kolejności? Jest młodszy o 18 lat, waży tyle i tyle kilogramów. I'm down bad. Co mówi Luna? Okej, jest wysoki, a przede wszystkim wygląda miło i wygląda na doktora. A Nagwa, dziękuję za suba.
Good story. Like, it just made me feel like on cloud nine. Like, basically, I feel I have all the attention, the love, and probably about less than a month later, he was saying, why are you doubting me? I said, well, I don't know who you are. I said, well, just prove to me that who you really are. So that was when he sent me a snapshot of his passport that showed.
Jak pięknie. Ale ktoś zrobił robotę, szparując te paluchy. No cóż, wystarczyło najwyraźniej.
Who he was, like American citizen, date of birth. That was when I said, oh, okay, I'm sorry that I doubted you. I said, I have been burned before and I have been hurt by my past relationship, my past marriages, and I built up this wall and I don't simply just say I love you. And he said, yeah, no wonder you never use the L word. I said, yeah, it's not something that I use easily until I feel more comfortable with a person.
Dr. Muller was moving really fast. He was telling Luna he loved her within a week of knowing her. All of the things that he told her felt like it was straight out of a fairy tale storybook.
Yeah, I felt really good. Like, I felt love. He said the right thing. He said all the beautiful things, all the right things. And that made me feel so much love. I should have listened to my hate instead of my heart. Because at that time they were...
Ona jest nadal z tym mężem. Owszem, ustalili, że mogą robić co tylko chcą, dopóki to nie wyjdzie ze świata wirtualnego.
Red flags. A few times I tried to call him and he said, oh, I can't talk to you right now. The internet connection is no good.
At this point, Luna was really starting to fall for this man. He told her that he had a house for her in his hometown, Durham, North Carolina, and they would travel the world together.
The way he painted this picture of the life that we are going to have in Durham, we are going to have 2 houses here in Sydney, another one in Durham. It painted all this future. He was supposed to purchase medical equipment. I helped him because he said he has ISP or internet connection problem in Yemen, so he gave me all his internet details or internet banking details to make the transfer to these Uzunku medicals in Turkey for the remaining balance that he need to pay.
This is when it all started. Luna went to bncdigitaltruist.com, logged into Dr. Muller's bank account with the information he sent her, and wire transferred his money from his bank account to begin the payment, starting with a $425,000 wire transfer for the medical supply.
That was when I tried to use his internet banking to make the payment, and the account was blocked. And then he said, oh, would you be able to help me? I will pay you back. And because I saw his account, which has like...
Dygresja pisze, Luna deserves a hot doctor in his 40s i w pełni się zgadzam, napiszmy jakąś petycję.
Over 3.5 million.
Ma ktoś do niej numer? Przysięgam, że nie poproszę o pieniądze. Chyba trochę za bardzo znormalizowaliśmy bycie down bad.
And with the payment of 450,000, he still got 2 million USD.
Takie skamowanie dziadków wydaje się być strasznie czasochłonne, pomijając aspekt etyczny, mnie by się po prostu nie chciało. To jest full-time job, to jest bardzo wymagająca praca często. Często robią to ludzie z regionów, w których nie mają żadnych innych możliwości, żeby zarobić tyle samo pieniędzy w inny sposób.
Did. I help him with the first.
Często robią to też ludzie wykorzystywani przez mafie, które się tym zajmują i po prostu mają pełne fabryki ludzi, którzy to robią na etat za marne pieniądze, a oni zgarniają profit. Historia stara jak świat.
Pot in Italy that was 92,500 euro. I have to do like 5 payments because it is a multiple of 20,000 every day. And then the second problem was a month later when it's supposed to be another pot in UK. And then the last payment was supposed to be in Port Louisiana, which is currently still being held there in April. So within a 3 months period, I help him with all this money.
Luna started sending the money through wire transfer to Dr. Muller. She wanted to get all of these payments done and over with so she could find.
Zróbmy Bachelor Babies dla Luny. Zajebisty pomysł. Miałam takie marzenie, żeby na którymś z moich Babies Media accounts zrobić edycję The Bachelor. Tylko nie wiedziałam, w którą stronę. Każde wydaje się równie złe. Już pomijając to, że jest to mega skomplikowane produkcyjnie, mega trudne, żeby odsiać creepów, to przede wszystkim każdy format, który miałam w głowie, rodził swoje własne problemy. Bo widziałam to w dwie strony. Albo biorę kogoś z moich znajomych influencerów, singli, i pomagam im w formie konkursu znaleźć kogoś odpowiedniego z kandydatów. Problem jest taki, że większość moich influencerów singli najchętniej by się jednak umawiała z ludźmi, którzy nie są ich fanami. Byłoby to ciężkie w tego typu formacie. W drugą stronę chętnie bym wzięła kogoś z nieznanych internetowo znajomych singli i wystawiła ich na rynek matrymonialny w internecie. Problem w tym, że z drugiej strony osoby nie działające w internecie nie są przyzwyczajone do tego typu uwagi i spodziewam się, że nagły zalew takiej uwagi mógłby być mega przytłaczający. Każde z tych rozwiązań jest więc równie złe.
Finally meet this man in person. Her bank account would only allow her to transfer $10,000 at a time. Dr. Muller's problems just never stopped. She sent wire transfer after wire transfer until her bank account was completely drained.
All the transactions that I have gone through was from my savings initially. When I run out of money in my own saving, I have to sell my shares. My life saving, gone. Yeah.
Włożyłaś w to już więcej uwagi niż ktokolwiek robiący podobne formaty. Tak, mam wrażenie, że to jest główny problem ze zrobieniem ciekawych formatów w przemyślany sposób, że jak pomyślisz nad nimi dłużej przez 5 minut, to tak naprawdę okazuje się, że wcale nie są takie wspaniałe i rodzą wiele problemów. Myślę, że kluczem do wielu sukcesów w internecie jest mieć wyjebane.
Those were my life savings. I was even going to sell my Rolex watch at one stage.
Jakiego ma Rolexa? What the fuck? I jeszcze ta diamentowa bransoletka tuż obok. Słuchajcie, może ja sama się odezwę do Luny.
I can only get less than half I pay for, so I didn't sell that. But I lost all my entire savings. I'm not used to not having money. Dr. George Muller is supposed to come here on April 29, 2022. Of course, he never arrived because he said he got detained in Qatar, in Doha. And I feel really scared of my safety because he has my address because he was supposed to come here. In the end, I told my husband to move back just for security reason because I'm living on my own. And my husband encouraged me to go on the online dating. That drove me to this person. And then when he moved out, I felt
O co chodzi z tą czapką? Go fast, don't die? Słucham?
loneliness and I need someone to talk to. So if he didn't say that, I never done this. Definitely he pushed me towards this. That's why when he moved out, he didn't have any money to live on. He was broke. Like he's always broke. His account always like nearly zero. He doesn't have any money. No one in my family, not my husband, not my children, not my best friend, no one knows what I have gone through. I'm just too embarrassed to talk to my family or my friends. I just can't believe
Czy Luna wie, że to będzie na YouTubie?
that I lost all this money. 275,000 Australian dollars or American would be $250,000. It's a lot of money to lose. And I worked hard for that. And I keep on thinking, how did it happen? Why am I so stupid? And I'm beating myself up and I couldn't concentrate at work. I just want to find out who they are, but I believe they are Nigerian. I just need
A, okej, czyli ona już wie, że to jest scam, czyli tak naprawdę nie ma tu za wiele roboty dla prowadzących CATFISHED.
confirmation or closure.
We took a look at all the information Luna sent us. The first thing we did was check out the website that supposedly had millions of dollars in it. We got the login to the bank account and began investigating. We weren't able to log into the account at first. We received the same message that Luna received when Dr. George claimed the account was locked. We did a little clicking around and we were able to get into the account. This banking site was really glitchy. The website showed that the money was in the account, but after looking at the spelling errors and all of the unclickable buttons on the site, and I could even pull out a $10 billion loan under Dr. Muller's account.
O,
We knew this
fajnie.
bank was fake. We decided to check the Whois history. We found that the site was just created last year. It was obvious that whoever created this site just wanted Luna to feel comfortable with lending Dr. Muller money. Next, we ran a reverse image search on the photos. We were able to find the real man in minutes. Hold on though, guys. We have a quick message from our sponsor. If you're looking to find the identity of your online lover, you can start with the tools on our site, social use in the future. It was time to sit down with Luna and tell her what we had found.
So, has anything changed since your first interview? Does your husband know anything about this whole thing?
I have not spoken to him in regards to this. I went and saw my psychologist on Monday, as well as my doctor on Monday, and we agree that he doesn't need to know because I'm going away anyway.
You go, girl! Fantastycznie. Dobry wniosek z tego programu.
So it's no point like letting him know now, and then who knows what will happen while I'm away. I will be away for at least 12 weeks.
A, okej, myślałam, że od niego odchodzisz, a ty po prostu wyjeżdżasz? Co jest?
So I will be in the States from the July the 1st to September the 23rd. So, I don't want to rock the boat by telling him right now. So I'm not ready
Czy Luna wie, jak działa YouTube?
to open up to my husband or my children.
Are you concerned with him finding out that you were in a relationship or the money that was lost?
Yes, correct. That was another reason why he moved back, because I need assistance in regards to paying
Oh
off.
no, oh no! Przez swojego męża, który ją zdradza, wdała się w romans ze skamerem, który jej zabrał $200,000 i przez co ona teraz nie może odejść od swojego męża. No nie.
My mortgages. So this is not my only properties. I have other investment properties whereby he was occupying when we were separated, when I asked him to move out. Yes, so I need the extra income to service, especially the interest rate have increased recently. For the past few weeks, it has increased a couple of times. So yes, I am currently, I don't have that reserve anymore. I used to have emergency fund or a huge reserve, but they are all gone. Of course, he doesn't know that, so I don't want him to, ask questions and all that, and I'm going to be away. I just don't want to rock the boat.
A lot of scams stem from the situations or the relationships that people are in or came from?
All these years, I have been the, how should I put it? I suppose like breadwinner, because my husband never have any money left. Every payday, he will give 3/4 of his pay towards our household expenses, and then he will spend whatever left in his account. So he has never ever had savings. So all these years, for the past 10 years, I have been the one that has been managing our finances, and he doesn't know that I also accumulated some savings throughout these 10 years. And even when I was in a relationship or online relationship with Dr. George, in regards to my trip to US, that was another reason why I'm going to the US. Is firstly, I want to do something for myself, and I want to get away from my current environment or situation. My doctor and my psychologist did think that, it is a good move.
You sent, I think, about $200,000 worth of wire transfers to George to a Turkish bank account. So we called the headquarters of the Turkish bank, and the customer service was terrible. I asked them if they had a fraud department for their bank, right? Because all banks should have a fraud department, and they completely avoided the question. We checked out the bank's reviews. We saw a lot of
What the fuck, faktycznie, co to za bank? Bank, co ma same jedne gwiazdki na Google?
reviews. I think you should probably just take a look at them and you'll see what I'm talking about.
So the next thing we want to talk about, Luna, is Dr. George. So you had come to Social Catfish and you ran Dr. George's images through your account. And what had happened was you had found out who the real person was in the image. So that real person is Dr. Parker. So what we had done is we had reached out to Dr. Parker through Instagram.
Dr. Parker ma dwie kategorie na stories i to jest Coachella i Hanky and Me. Hanky wydaje się słodkim pieskiem.
And he actually got back to us with a statement. So what he had said was, it happens all of the time. Probably hundreds of women have contacted me saying someone is using my photos. I've tried to report as many as I can, but most of the time they're not taken down. There is no way I can control it.
How do you feel about online dating?
Definitely, I'm not going to do that anymore. I did not want to go on in the first place. I did it just out of spite, and I wouldn't never want to go back again. Never. I don't believe in that anymore. However, on the flip side, I met my current husband actually on Match.com 10 years ago.
I jak się to skończyło, Luna? Jak wam jest teraz razem?
A lot of things must have changed. I believe there was no verification of the profile created now. That was my downfall, my own fault. 10 years ago, it wasn't like that. That's why I would not ever go back to do anything online, not even just other sites, no way. I don't believe in that anymore. Never ever will do that again. It's just not worth the emotional. I'm just not in the right headspace after that. So no, never. I would never ever go back on anything online. The reason for me sharing these stories to help other people who might go through the same experience. Also maybe prevent future people from being scammed. Unfortunately, there are evil people in the world. I'm just trying to do the good things. So hopefully something will come back, good deeds come back to me. Who knows?
We appreciate your time, Luna, and we thank you again for taking the time, sharing your story and being brave and opening up.
Wniosek dla nas z tego jest taki, dziewczyny i chłopaki, że jeżeli macie akurat 200 000 odłożonych dolców na koncie i odkryjecie, że zdradza was mąż, to nie próbujcie mu odpłacić tym samym. Po prostu bierzcie swoje 200 dolców i sobie idźcie.
About, what has happened to you.
Yeah, thank you. It hasn't been easy. Mentally, I'm still trying to get over this. But I just have to be thankful and grateful that at least I did not lose all my whatever I have. I still got something at least to fall back on.
Luna has moved on from Dr. George Muller. She's using the plane ticket that she originally bought him to go on a vacation to California for herself. You go, girl! Wspaniale. Bardzo slay.